we're gonna address all of that. And after you lost the 120 pounds, how much did you gain back? One of the things that I always tell people is the best diet is not really going to be one that has a name attached to it. The best diet is going to be one that you're able to follow, one that's sustainable for you. So it shouldn't be something that you do temporarily to get a certain result, and then once you finish with it, you're going to have to rebound from it because it's not something that you can continue to do. Okay, that's going to be the best diet, and that's different for everybody. You know, whatever works for one person doesn't necessarily guarantee that it'll work for another, because we're all different. We all have different lifestyles, we all do different things, and we all have different preferences. So it's important to make sure that whatever diet, which is just basically everything that you're consuming, whatever diet you're on, is something that's going to be suitable for you and something that's sustainable. So that's always going to be number one. Number two, in order for any diet to work, you have to make sure that you're consistent with it and that you're compliant with it. The most important thing is always to make sure that when you're looking at food, you're looking at it from a much broader lens instead of just labeling, you know, whether this food is going to be good or bad. Does that make sense? I'm in the morning. So how do we make that work? That would be part two. So there is the numbers and then an actual plan to follow. So still all great on paper, but then the application of a diet is where I would come in to help the most. Day to day, I stay in touch with everybody that I coach to see how it's actually playing out. You know, did you eat your food? Did you eat your eggs? Are you hungry after you ate? Are you full? Do you not want to finish? Maybe you had a long night. Maybe it was a stressful day. All of the things that are going to influence whether or not you're losing weight in the healthiest way possible. Coach, I didn't eat all my food today. I've been on the computer since 10 a.m. It's now 7. You know, what do I do? Here's what you're going to do, and I'll give you an answer based on all the information that we have. A lot of times people want to ask, is this a good meal or bad meal? Well, the truth is that I don't know, because I don't know what your day looks like, and I don't know what you've eaten or not eaten. So if I don't know, then I can't say good or bad. But if I am a part of it, if I do know what your day looks like, and I do know that this morning you woke up late and only had coffee, and now it's 3 o'clock and you're starving, then I can give you an intelligent answer and say, this is probably the best thing for you right now. And then as the day progresses, here's what we'll do next.
It's a wrap.
Next.
Does the consults, I do the emails.
But then how do we apply that to your day? Well, we got to look at the things that you enjoy eating. You enjoy rice, and you should be eating rice. You enjoy, you know, ground beef, and you should be having rice and ground beef. How much of that is going to be different, right? It's going to be this amount to make sure that we're hitting the amount that we should be consuming. So there's a lot of things that go into looking at where you're going to source your food, or what time you're going to have it. I always want to make sure that everyone gets that. You want to make sure you get the food that you're supposed to get inside of a 24-hour period. You're obviously asleep for 6 to 8 of those 24 hours. If you're awake, then it's an opportunity for you to feed. How we break that down is always going to depend on your lifestyle and nothing else, at least in my opinion. So I think that the flexibility in looking at your day and your lifestyle and your structure is going to be a much higher indicator of whether or not you can be consistent and compliant than following an arbitrary set of rules that honestly are going to be formulated based on hypothetical situations. So that is going to be the main driver of how somebody can be consistent, compliant, and have a sustainable plan. If we can get the outcome that you want and make sure that we have, you know, the ability to go out on Friday night and have, you know, steak or pasta while you're out, but still have enough balance to have, you know, family time on the weekend and balance it out with the way you're eating throughout the week, then all of that creates a harmonious plan, and that harmony gets you the outcome that you want without feeling that when you get to that point, when you wake up that day and you're like, wow, I'm here, I've arrived, there's no fear of losing it because we took things out that you actually wanted, needed, craved, you know, insert reason why you wanted to have those things.
That we sent out.
with like just a daily recall of what your day looks like I asked. And then at the bottom is the food preferences part with, you know, favorite carbs, proteins, fats, and different things like that. I can send that out with all the information on how to sign up. And if it's a good fit, you could do that all via email and online. And then as soon as you send that back to me, within 24 hours, I'll have a sample meal plan for you to look at. And then if there's any changes that you need to make, just let me know. We'll make them before you start. But if it looks great to start right away, just start right away and we're working together immediately.
Okay.
Cool?
Sounds great.
All right.
Thank you so much for taking the time to speak with me today.
Great, my pleasure.
Have
Have a good day.
Bye.
How are you?
How's everything, bro?
Good, man. Busy day.
They made it in the gym, no?
Yeah?
Yeah. But my meal plans are still up.
Cerveza.
I'm going to the gym. Después para mi casa, me lo tremendo plato falta.
Con arroz con habichuela, like.
Oh, man, I don't know. I can't stop eating at night. I know I'm supposed to get it.
I'm sure you're hungry.
Siempre tengo hambre, brother.
¿No estás comiendo durante el día?
No.
It's okay. I took it. Other side. There you go. Perfect. We want to give them the chance to compare.
I hear you. So, in terms of what like a normal day would be structured like walk me through the typical day. What time do you wake up? Do you drink coffee? Do you stay at home? Like walk me through the whole thing. Whites for breakfast, and you just happen to have a surprise work lunch, and I know that you've got chicken and rice later, then at least I can say, listen, if you're gonna go out for lunch, maybe this is what you could do. And then, depending on how that plays out, we map the rest of the day out. But it's in real time. And being flexible enough to work with it and around it so that it works with your day, your life, your preferences.
Tell us about your day.
Man, I got 18 minutes before the next one. All right. You didn't email, you only sent one email out, right?
Yes.
Okay, I gotta send you out now.
Hi guys.
Hello.
We have a 10-minute break. Well, you have a 10-minute break. So his next call.
And then we have class.
And then we have class.
And then I'm gonna work out.
And then you have a workout.
And then we have class.
Then we have another class.
And then I gotta work on all those plans.
It's a full day.
And it's also one of those things that you want to pay attention to where, you know, there's going to be good days and bad days, right? And I always tell people if you're depriving yourself too much, when those bad days can be just a long day, you know, it doesn't have to be a shitty, stressful day. It could just be a long day. When those days come and you're on a really strict diet, those are going to be the days you want to binge. And the second that you binge, it wasn't even that you needed to binge, maybe you're just hungry, you know, and you didn't pick up on that because you're dieting so hard. I think that those are the things that we need to map out. I think that those are the things that we need to plan for ahead of time. You want to see what we're doing?
Mm-hmm. Let's see.
So we're launching a new website. So in between calls, I'm building a website. Curls. Put it up on the person. did it all.
How many of those do you think you answer per day?
Per day? I don't know, like 150? More? 200?
How many do you wake up to?
Well, everybody has to send me their weight in the morning. So 50 messages? All right, here we go. We're going to squat for 30 seconds.
I don't want to go to the store. But he was also like, lost. What exactly? Because sleep and gained like 23 pounds like an instant.
That's the workout. Still gonna make time to work out. Today wasn't gonna happen.
Today wasn't gonna happen.
And then on the phone. No, I was gonna train now, but I've been on the phone all day, so. But we're gonna make it happen now. We're gonna put in some real work.
Round thing or
No. I need resistance. Yeah. Playtime is over. Who's gonna carry the boats? And the logs.
He said he's gonna put it on the wall, so get ready for that. Get ready for the numerous questions. Where's the boat? You buy a boat?
Is that the one that is outside?
Did you just buy a boat right now? Was that the one?
Is it a canoe? Oh man. Super focused. Super motivated right now.